our growth as a football club in 2023 was significant after what we probably endured in 2022, where we had a lot of player exodus. We moved a lot of players on. We actually recruited a lot of new players, and I think there might have been something around 25 to 30 new players coming to our club. So for us to get our group together and achieve what we did in 2023 was outstanding. And probably if you'd asked me at the start of 2023 where we would have got to, I reckon we might have, at the time, I thought we might have overachieved if we were getting up around 4th or 5th. But as the year went on, our connection and our growth as a football club on and off the field was significant. And a lot of that was probably through personnel. There's been a lot of change throughout the club on and off the field, and I feel that we're becoming more of a connected club now. Opportunities for moving forward, certainly we lacked a lot of midfield depth. That was going to be a target point for us to go out and try and recruit players that can build that part of the ground, to give us more performance in that part of the ground. So we feel that we've really targeted that to move on, and that was something that was really lacking in 2023. So I feel that there's been a lot of change, and we're on the right trajectory, and we're building, and certainly got a really good foundation of where we need to go to as a football club in 2024. There was two. Sydney game up there, away, early morning game, no crowd, was a really significant game for our togetherness and our ability to be able to bond, and I think have a bit of belief that we felt that we needed to build as a club, because we had such a big exodus of players in 22, end of 22. There was going to be a bit of time early in the year where we were getting to know each other, understanding style of play, understanding each other, and that was a really significant point in our season where we were away on a road trip against the odds, and we got up and won that game. I feel that the highlight of the year was the final out here against Collingwood. 4,000 to 5,000 people in, a real Williamstown day. It was a great celebration for our community and for our football club in general, that we were able to achieve so much in the back end of the season and be able to perform in a way that we did was a really significant moment for me in 23. Yeah, it's a funny one, that one, because the guys that I'm probably going to talk about, Marty Hoare and Oscar McDonald, are no longer here anymore. So, for me, those two players in particular were imperative to our growth as a football club, and they give us some real stability, and they gave us some real character as a footy club. And unfortunately for us, we've lost them, but fortunately for them, they get to go on and enjoy their career at AFL level, and we give them our greatest respect and enjoyment around watching them do that. So those two boys were significant. Finno Dwyer had a really big year for us. He's a young person that's growing and helping our footy club. Tom Downey was significant in the ruck. He was our only ruck that we had at the club, and he's nearly played every game but one, and so that's a really big, important role for our football club that we've got to make sure that we identify and celebrate. The improvement of some of our younger players, Jack Toner in particular, continues to grow. Noah Gadsby, Liam Conway, these types of boys. So, but certainly, a lot of our leaders, Jack Reiser as well, they're the backbone of our football club. Yeah, look, I think we've got a really good foundation of players and depth, and our target was certainly to build our midfield. Obviously, Marty and Oscar moved on, so that's an area of concern. But certainly our midfield with Collier Dawkins coming in, Will Fordham, Roddy Stoddart, so that, just to name a few players, we're able to go out and really target those boys and build that part of the ground. So I feel that we have got a really strong foundation. We've got good depth. We have a really good mixture of junior and more mature age players. So I think our list is looking healthy, and we haven't finished yet. There's still another couple of target players that we feel that we need to get into the joint. Off-field seems to be growing. On-field, we've got a style of play that we we think that works. We've got a style of play that is probably imperative to what we deal with week in, week out at Williamstown. And, we're just looking to continue to build our connection and character of our players moving forward. So we think there's a lot of hard work done last year, and we feel that if we can continue to build, and we should be getting some good results out of that. I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you in 2024.